You're fat, you're dumb, you're ugly, you're stupid, you're a wimp. These are things that bullies say, calling others names, cracking jokes, pushing other people around, being very mean. Let me say, you never look good trying to make others look bad. So my informative speech will be on bullying on school grounds. In this speech, you will learn how bullying affects students in school. You will also learn how bullies, victims suffer psychologically and ultimately damage their self-esteem. I'm reminded of a quote that said, "I would rather be a little nobody than to be an evil somebody." This was stated by Abraham Lincoln regarding how ugly and evil bullying portray a person to be. Let's look at slide 1. It says, "Don't be an evil somebody." How unattractive does it look sending our children to school to be little sweet angels just for them to be a mean, evil somebody? Bullying has become a huge problem on our school grounds. And because of social media, it has made it easier to contact people. It has made it easier to share information about people. Bullying now comes in many formats on our school grounds. The school should possess a comforting spirit with a healthy environment, which leads me to slide number 2. And it shows us how bullying actually affects our school. The first thing we must understand is that our environment directly affects our development. And bullying on school ground brings about a hostile environment. Number 1, it makes students feel unwelcome on school grounds. It pushes them to a place of being unease, which makes it hard to learn. An unwelcoming environment allows students to become disengaged. Then secondly, students can feel unsafe. Now, how can a student learn fearing for their life, afraid for their life? The unsafe feeling places the student in a mindset that makes it difficult to remain focused and to be successful in their studies throughout the day. Bullying affects our school to the point where students can become worried, become discouraged, and then eventually it affects their attendance. And you know that the lack of attendance leads to dropout. It leads to our students not graduating. It leads to increased crime rates, and some a life of poverty and homelessness. All of this effects are from bullying. Now you know, hurt people hurt other people. And contrary of the popular notion that bullies have a superior attitude, but I believe deeper down on the inside are feelings of insecurity. And bullies want to make their victims feel insecure too. Simply could it be that there's something the victim has that the bully actually wants? According to a psychological correlates of school bullying, an article written by Dr. A. Caputo, published in 2014. It talks about those victimized students. It says that bully victims are internalizing psychopathology issues that they embrace and sometimes develop. Those issues consist of depression and anxiety. Also, how bully victims and victims were more likely to experience anxious symptoms than bullies and no status students. And so what happens is that the aggression of these bullies implies on their victim and push them to a point where they want to just give up and throw in the towel. Bully still stands as defined by the middle school bullying, an article that's on the University of Virginia website that we see here in slide number 4. It says bullying is defined as the use of one's strength or popularity to injure, threaten, or embarrass another person. Bullying can be physical, bullying can be verbal, bullying can be social. It is not bullying when two of the same students that has about the same strength. There has to be a victim. Again, there has to be a victim. And here in slide number 5, our final slide, it shows the victims of bullying. It also says, and you'll find this on the website of the University of Virginia in this article of middle school bullying, that students report being bullied at least once per week in the past month. In some cases, a student did not even report being bullied on the general question, but did report other bullying. We see that bullying can be just general bullying or picking on someone. It could be physical bullying. It could be verbal bullying. It could be social bullying. And as we see it on the rise, cyberbullying. Again, like Abe Lincoln once said, I would rather be a little nobody than an evil somebody. And so we have to do all we can to try to prevent bullying on our school grounds.